The recap on Friday, yes, it was frustrating. It was a really emotional night. It was a hard thing to take in a lot of senses. And when you review the game back, it was a strange game. There was some stuff in there that was really frustrating. I think all in all, the frustrations came through, and the referee didn't handle the situation very well, and the responsibility's probably got to come back onto players a couple of times as well, to be able to get themselves back into a strong mindset. But ultimately that becomes really more and more frustrating as the game goes on and things continue to baffle and frustrate you. So I think that's the key element to the game, was that there was just some real strange things. I think when we were down to 11 men, and we really took the game by the horns and really went after it, and but put a lot of energy into that. And I think, like I say, I still think that we, even with the try that was scored by Steph Marsh, that was a try, we were still in control of the game. There was a couple of penalties on the back of them that were quite bizarre, that gave them some field position. I still think then we should have still won the game. And I think it's just the amount of energy we put in, and you've got to give some credit to Wakefield with a couple of things, because ultimately they came through with the points.
Well, they're on a run of form as well, aren't they? So they were going to come here and do something, weren't they? They
were buoyant, yeah, and like I said, they had some real tragedy in their side as well. There was a couple of injuries in there, there's a couple of things that didn't go their way, but they stuck in the fight, and you've got to give them credit for that, to say that they came through the other side of it. But like I said, the frustration part of ours was that we had a good ball in key positions and didn't use it properly. We had some opportunities that we didn't take, and then like I said, the frustration that spills over from the lack of consistency and some very, let's say, just strange decisions along the way just made it hard.
Having looked back at the tape, I mean, you was quite scathing afterwards. Do you wish you'd reined in some of what you'd said, or did you just
I was quite scathing in the sense that I thought it was a terrible performance from that. Like I say, and I think if I've had players that have had bad performances, I don't mind telling them. And I think I haven't attacked the right. I think we need referees, and Joe's got to learn from this situation. It was a very, very bad night at the office for him. I think he had the worst referee performance I can remember seeing. I mean, and that's 30 years in the game, so if I can't remember it in 30 years, then that's what I said. It's not, I didn't attack him personally, I didn't attack that situation. I just felt that he lost control of the game, and you can see constantly when you watch through the tape, he's rolling his eyes, he's rubbing his face. It's like the game has just swallowed him up whole, and he's not been able to cope with it. Hopefully that'll make him better for that. If he can push through this, I say it was a performance, it wasn't a personal thing, it wasn't an attack on the bloke himself. I think that's low, but I haven't felt like he's not cheated or he's not done anything bad. He's just had a bad night. I think that, but my frustrations on the back of that are that we're fighting for every point at the moment. I thought we played well enough and did enough in that game to win the game. We've got to take the part of, and it was 4 years ago, it's the best tackle you've ever seen. At the moment, he gets him above horizontal, and there's lots of steps involved that lead to the outcome. Like they say, that the lad himself tries to twist out, which puts him off balance, which throws his body into a difficult position. The responsibility of Pat then not to put him on the floor gently. It's hard to say, because when it's played at full speed, it's just over in a couple of seconds. But the tackle itself is at this moment in time, by a letter law, considered dangerous because of where his legs are, and his body's above going. His legs are above horizontal, and Steph Marsh is a reaction thing. He trips him. I can't say that he doesn't. I'd love to argue that he does, but I think everybody that sees that Steph trips him, trying to prevent a try. So we'd take that. We'll take his early guilty plea. We'll take the 2 games for Steph. It's easier to take an early guilty plea with Aaron, Like I say, we could go in there and contest the fact that he shouldn't have been sent off. He shouldn't have been. In my opinion, the best it might have been a yellow for some pushing and shoving. There's some circumstances in there that lead to the reactions from Aaron that will come out on a late date, and but we'll take his early guilty plea because I don't want to put him in that situation, and that's so he's available to play. So, like I say, the best of the worst situation is the fact that we're going to lose 2 players, 2 outside backs, and Aaron's going to be able to play this weekend in the Challenge Cup.
Probably sods low a little bit that you're agreeing to let Paddy go before these 2 lads potentially get banned, in it.
That's the nature of what you do. You've got to make some choices. I was sat here with a Super League winger that's been a good winger to us, not playing any games. There was a bit of interest from there was Super League interest as well, which is what Paddy needs. He needs Super League game time. So it's you can't hold on to everybody just in case. We made a decision, and that decision was largely based on our outside backs are going really well, and I got both Pat Arvan and Steph Marsh and Corey Thompson. Young Ed Chamberlain as well can play in the wing, so I've got plenty of cover in that wing position, and wingers are pretty durable at the moment. And like I say, they're losing Alex Gerrard for the year as sort of like weakened our middle stuff and our forward pack. So that was where we tried to free up some salary cap and some funds really to try and strengthen us there. Like I said, those things have been going for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and it just so happens after this weekend, as you would say, we lose 2 wingers.
So you're looking for a forward for the rest of the season?
Yes, we are. We're in the market, and we have been, and we're pretty close to securing something.
Good stuff. Halifax on the weekend. It's potential banana skin, isn't it? Because they're a tough old side, aren't they?
I don't think there's any away games in the Championship, or even any Championship sides, are tough ties. I think over the last couple of years, and also over this last season, you can see that those one-off competitions, when they can raise the bar and they can compete for 80 minutes, become very, very tough and tough games to play. We seem to be drawn towards Halifax at the moment, and over the last couple of years we've had some very, very tough encounters. I think last year in the qualifying eights was a notable one. I think the draw here in the warm-up games, like you say, and we've had some real tough games with this.
Is the cup coming at a good time for you? Is it? I'm not saying it's a distraction, but is it coming as a good time?
No, really. We just want to play the lads. I'd say our frustrations and our anxieties come in just lack of execution in certain points. Like I said, the game on the weekend, we're sat here now and I can sit down with the lads. And one thing I wanted to see was I wanted to see some passion in the team, and I wanted to see a little bit of effort and energy, enthusiasm defensively. They scored 2 really scrappy tries, one right at the death of the game after we've played nearly 60 minutes with 1 man down and nearly 17 minutes with 2 men down. It was a tough falling count physically. So then, and the first try that they scored was a bit of a scrappy. So we've put some energy into our defensive efforts. We've done some good stuff. We've created opportunities. We've just not taken those opportunities. And so the anxiety is not because there's people that aren't trying hard enough. We're trying our hearts out. We're working really hard. And whether it be the cup, whether it be the league, we know we need to start getting moving.
Pretty brutal competition, Super League, isn't it? I mean, our lads burning up after. I mean, it looks like you get into a bit of a hole with the string of results, but.
Well, no, you do. Like I say, we got some injuries leading into the Warrington game over Easter, and since then we've never really climbed out of it. Like I say, the 3 games over Easter we didn't play badly, but we just didn't get any results. And since then we've sort of like been clawing our way back into a strong position. A couple of bumps and some illness along the way. It's from that first 6 or 7 weeks to the last 6 weeks is a massive contrast. But they're a good solid group. They're a decent bunch of blokes, and we're working really hard. We know they've got to take some opportunities that we're creating. We've got to be more accurate with some of our skill, and we're working hard. And I think what we saw on the weekend was that a little bit of energy and effort and endeavour that has been lacking. And I will say that last week was probably the first week we've been able to get back on the training field and put some proper work in since Easter. So it's this competition's tough, but there's a long way to go. And I said to the lads in the meeting after the game, and just had like a pre-week workout stuff, that we can't affect what's gone. We're only looking forward. There's so much more to achieve this year. That's what we've got to strive towards. It's what's in front of us that should excite us, and I think we're ready to go again soon.
Anybody's imminent? Anybody due back?
No, this week, no. Like I say, Kev. We had some good news last week on Kev. I don't think he'll be too far off, but it's just a little bit too soon this week. Chris Bridges the same. We're just waiting on a couple more tests, but like I say, it looks pretty positive that it's not going to be a long-term thing.
Has Kev just turned his ankle? Is it?
He just turned his ankle, yeah.
Good stuff. And just last quick one on your new job. When would you start that? And the assistant coach, when would you start that?
Wayne's over in June, and we'll sit down as a member of his staff with him and some of the meetings that he's got planned, and we'll map out then moving forward what he requires. I've had a couple of conversations with him as well and spoke to the RFL, but until Wayne gets here, then we won't know formally what Wayne wants. And again, my job and my role is to assist Wayne in whatever capacity he wants. Like I say, he's my line manager. I work for, although I'm employed by the RFL, I work for Wayne Bennett at this moment in time.
As somebody who played when Great Britain had a real good dig at the Aussies, you must be really chuffed to get this post.
Oh, well, again, I'm an Englishman who has represented my country as a player. It's got great pride in where I'm from and the game that I love. So yeah, to coach or to be involved in the coaching style team that is a national team is a great honour.